Today, we're going to look at multiplying polynomials. But before we do that, we need to review the adding and subtracting because what happens is students get these things mixed up because the rules are very different. Remember that when you add and subtract polynomials, you add the coefficients, that's the numbers in front, you add the coefficients on like terms, and the powers never change. When we say 3x squared plus 2x squared, that's 5x squared. If I say x cubed plus 5x cubed, that's 6x cubed because there's one there. If I say 8x to the fifth minus 10x to the fifth, those are like terms. I subtract the coefficients here. 8 minus 10 is negative 2x to the fifth. The important thing to remember is that when you add and subtract, the powers never change, ever. I'm going to point out here while I'm at it that like terms can look very strange. For example, 3x squared y to the fifth plus 2x squared y to the fifth. This and this are like terms because they have exactly the same variables and the same powers. There are 3 of these things and 2 of those things. Altogether, there are 5 of those things. What often happens is students want to treat these things like they're individual pieces, but they're not. There are 3 of whatever that number is and 2 of whatever that number is. Altogether, there's 5 of whatever that number is. It's just like when you say 3 times 100 plus 2 times 100. That's equal to 5 times 100. Yes, it's 500, but that's the idea. As long as that number and that number are the same number, I can just add and subtract the coefficients and figure out my answer. Multiplying is much different. It comes back to remembering that 7 times 7 is 7 squared. For that reason, x times x is x squared. And x times x times x then is x cubed. If I ask you to multiply x squared times x cubed, you just need to remember that x squared is x times x, and I'm multiplying that by x cubed, which is x times x times x. See here there are 2, and here there are 3. Altogether multiplied, we have 5 of them. X squared times x cubed is x to the fifth. Take a look up above here too, and let's point out, this was x to the first times x to the first. Anything to the first power is itself. Notice how 1 plus 1 is 2. This is x to the first times x to the first times x to the first. 1 plus 1 is 3. That's how we get x cubed. And x squared times x cubed is x to the fifth, because 2 plus 3, there are 5 altogether x's multiplied. The rule is then, when multiplying polynomials, you multiply the coefficients, that's the numbers in front, and you add powers on like bases. The base is the thing under the exponent. They have to be the same type of thing. 3x to the fourth times 4x to the fifth. There are 4 x's multiplied here and 5 here. They're going to be 9 altogether. And because I can multiply in any order, and there's times between the 3 and the x to the fourth, and times between the 4 and the x to the fifth, I can go ahead and take 3 times 4 and say it's 12x to the ninth. 4x times 6x cubed then would be 4 times 6, 24. Remember that x is x to the first, so this is x to the fourth. There are 4 x's multiplied there. Watch out for signs. I always get students that do funny things with the signs here. If I asked you to multiply 5x to the 8th times negative 4x squared, typically you might see parentheses here. That's to separate the signs. We multiply 5 times negative 4. Make sure you put the negative in front. It always goes in the front of any number. 5 times 4 is negative 20. X to the 8th times x squared, there are 10 x's multiplied. And we can add more variables to the mix. 3x squared, y to the 4th, times negative 4x to the 5th, y to the 2nd. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. It goes in front. X squared times x to the 5th, there's 2 and 5. That's 7 x's multiplied. And y to the 4th times y squared, there are 6 y's multiplied. Multiply the coefficients and add the powers on like bases. Last thing to mention, when we bring in multiplication, we can also see the distributive property. If I asked you to multiply 3x to the 5th times 2x squared minus 6x plus 4, we would distribute. We would take the 3x to the 5th to the first one, and the second one, and then the third one. And then we're multiplying, so we're going to multiply the coefficients and add the powers on like bases. 3x to the 5th times 2x squared is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. X to the 5th times x squared, they're going to be 7 x's multiplied. 3x to the 5th times negative 6x, that'll be negative 18. X to the 5th times x to the 1st makes x to the 6th. We added the powers on like bases. 3x to the 5th times 4, well, 3 times 4 is 12, so positive 12, and there's no more x's over here. It's just going to be x to the 5th then. And that's how you distribute when you have polynomials. Question 1. This is a quick review of the product rule. That's what you learned today, multiplying. When you multiply the coefficients and you add the powers on like bases. I changed this question just a little bit to make it more aligned with what we're talking about today. W to the P times W to the R. Notice that when I take x to the n times x to the m, I get x to the n plus m, because when you multiply, you add your powers. The coefficients here are 1 times 1, which is, of course, 1, and I don't have to put that 1. This would then be, add your coefficients, w to the power of p plus r. You can't add p and r. P plus r is not equal to pr. This is times and this is add. Don't add those. That is the answer. Simplify the following expression completely. Y to the 10th times y to the 15th. Well, that would be y, add your powers, to the 25th. As long as they're like bases, you can just add your powers when you're multiplying. 3 squared times 3 to the 4th. Notice the base does not change. A lot of students want to go, oh, this is 9 to the 6th. No. When I take x squared times x to the 4th, that's x to the 6th. The x didn't change, it's still an x. The 3 will not change, it's still a 3. This isn't correct. What is it then? Well, just like over here, x squared times x to the 4th is x to the 6th. 3 to the squared times 3 to the 4th is 3 to the 6th. And you could work that out on a calculator, but this answer will be accepted too. It's correct. Last part here, and the note says we can only use the product rule when we're multiplying expressions. When you multiply the coefficients and you add the powers on like bases. This is not multiplication. It's not the product rule. What do I do then? I take 2 to the 5th, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe that's 32. I add 32 and 2 to the 3rd is 2 times 2 times 2, which I believe is 8, and 32 plus 8. So the answer to this question ought to be 40. Question 2, multiply. We multiply the coefficients and add powers on like bases. 4 times 10 is 40. X to the 8th times x to the 10th. There's 8 of them here multiplied. X times x times x times x 8 times. And then over here, 10 of them. X times x times x 10 times. Altogether, they're going to be 18 x's multiplied. 40x to the 18th. Question 3. Don't forget there's a 1 in front of that x to the 4th. And 1 times 9 is 9. X to the 4th times x to the 10th. There's 4 and 10 x's multiplied. That would be x to the 14th. Question 8. Notice this is a negative times a positive. Negative 5 times 8, that would be negative 40. Multiply the coefficients. Add the powers on like bases. The like bases are y to the 4th and y to the 5th. There are 4 there and 5 there, and there's times between them. Altogether, there are 9 y's multiplied. Then I have z to the 5th and z to the 1st. There's 1 there and 5 over there. Altogether, then, there are 6. My answer is negative 40, y to the 9th, z to the 6th. Question 9. Multiply the coefficients. 9 times negative 3, negative 27. Add the powers on like bases. W to the 1st and w to the 1st. That's w to the 2nd. There are 2 w's multiplied. Remember that w times w is w squared. Z cubed and z squared multiplied. There are 3 there and 2 there. Altogether, there are 5 that are multiplied. Z to the 5th. Negative 27 w squared z to the 5th. They're getting a little bit longer. It's really not much different though. Negative 7 times negative 2. A negative times a negative is a positive. That's 14 positive. Like terms, a squared times a to the 9th. 2 there and 9 there. That's a to the 11th. B cubed and b squared. 3 and 2, that's b to the 5th. C cubed and c to the 8th. I have 3 and 8, that's c to the 11th. 14, a to the 11th, b to the 5th, c to the 11th. Question 16 involves a little bit of review. You've got to remember that when you add, the powers never change. When you add the coefficients on like terms. The powers never change. When you multiply the coefficients and you add the powers. Keep in mind, if I ask you to add 3x squared and 5x cubed, you can't do that. They are not like terms. That's your answer. But if I ask you to multiply 3x squared times 5x cubed, that's a different situation. I'm multiplying. I'm going to multiply my coefficients. 3 times 5, hey, that's 15. X squared times x cubed, I got 2 x's here and 3 there. They're going to be 5 altogether multiplied. X to the 8th times x to the 8th. I'm multiplying. Multiply your coefficients. 1 times 1 is 1. Add your powers. X to the 16th. 7x to the 8th times 7x to the 8th. Well, 7 times 7 is 49. 49x to the 16th. X to the 8th plus x to the 8th. When you add, the powers never change. You add the coefficients on like terms. 1 and 1 make 2. 2x to the 8th. And the last one there, if I have 7 of some number and 7 of that same number and I add those together, I've got 14 of those numbers. Those are like terms. Add the coefficients. 7 plus 7 is 14, and the powers never change. X to the 8th. The last couple questions on your assignment are distributive property. Distributive property is when you have parentheses and you have multiplication, you have either addition or subtraction inside. This means you're going to multiply to both of those. And when you multiply, the two things you got to remember, you multiply the coefficients, and you add powers on like bases. First, we'll take -2 times -5, and that's going to make +10. Then we'll take x to the 4th times x to the 1st, and that'll make x to the 5th. We multiply our coefficients, and we add powers on like bases. -2 times +5 makes -10. X to the 4th times, there's no more x's over there, so it's not going to change. It's just going to be x to the 4th. I can't add these, I can't subtract these, they're not like terms. This is my answer. And the last example, if you made it this far, congratulations, you're doing a great job. Distribute. Multiply this by both of them. Multiply the coefficients, add the powers on like bases. 5 times -1 is -5. X squared times x cubed, there are 2 and 3, that makes x to the 5th. 5 times 1, +1, is +5. X squared times x squared, there's 2 and 2. Altogether, there are 4 x's multiplied. I can't add these. They are not like terms. The power 5 and power 4 are different. They're not the same number. I can't emphasize enough. You've got to get the rules down. You got to remember that when you add, the powers never change. You add the coefficients. When you multiply, you add your powers and you multiply the coefficients. Work on getting that straightened out because we're going to add one more rule. And by that time, students who haven't taken the time to memorize things, it becomes a disaster for them. Get them down, go back and review. If you have any questions, ask me in class.